Oh, hey, YouTube. Don't mind me, just watering my flowers. Welcome to our brief update. What is up, YouTube? Welcome to a nice little recap of our village here in Animal Crossing, our island. So my wife's been busy over the weekend. My wife suffers from, outside of type 1 diabetes, she also suffers from insomnia. It's usually once a month or so, but this time she spent the whole weekend getting her favorite island setup. So ignore the tree in the back, we'll get to that in a minute. Let me pull up the map. And as you remember, we had a whole bunch. We still got Boomer, we still got Drift, but we were able to swap and trade the rest of the villagers that we had. So now we have Zell. We got Fuchsia, which in Dutch is, I guess, called Fuchsia, which is the flower. Big Bam. I love Bam. Bam is awesome. Diana, which is my wife's favorite. She wanted her right from the get-go. Bo. Or as Tech calls her, Bah. And we have Lopez, my favorite, and Bruce. I like Bruce too. I immediately have to think of Bruce Wayne or of Dashy, the Call of Duty pro, where the whole crowd is chanting, Bruce, 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 Bruce. And then Aeter, which we had on our first island that we started. And my wife wanted him or her. Some of these characters you can see if it's a boy or a girl, but I think this is a female. And then we got Boomer, which is a legend, and Drift. These are the only two we gotta swap out and find other deers. And then, of course, my wife's there, and I'm there. Now, as you can see behind my name, it looks kind of like a crosshair. The same here in the middle near the museum. Here in the museum, you see another crosshair. It's where we're working on designing. Behind my house, I am gonna build a small park, which might lead to my house, or I'm gonna leave my house there. I haven't decided yet. And then behind the services, there's gonna be a bridge, and there's gonna be a pathway, like a ramp that will lead up to the second level. Those two big squares are where our orchard are and our flower farm. I gotta move the Able sisters down. I'll show you in a second. And all the little square dots you see on the bottom right is where our current flower situation is, and that is a mess. So let me go over there. When I'm at the flower mess, I'll show you what I mean. Boomer, you legend. So we got some flowers. We were able to produce pink roses. And as you can see, it is a mess. We got tulips, we got mums. We got our very first black rose, which is I'm super pumped about. We got purple tulips, which we gotta move. We were able to find roses finally. So we were able to pick up some white roses and some red roses, which gave us the black. We're working on our way to blue. I'm not sure what you need to get the blue, but that's, I think, what the flower farm is for. I tried to start some, and then Tagback released a 12x12 grid video. I'll link to that below. So that's what we're gonna use now. As you can see, it is a mess. And then when I was saying we need to move the Able sisters, as you can see, it just doesn't line up with the nook cranny. It just doesn't make any sense. And then we'll go over to Bruce. See, Bruce just looks dope. Look at him. As I was saying, we need to work on these houses too. This house is gonna be moved here to that plot, and then this one will be moved there for that plot. Everything else is in their spot. You just gotta start decorating. And then here we got fuchsia, and I don't remember who lives here. I didn't mean to do that. Who lives here? Bam. Louis, our monkey, used to live there. And then this is where it leads back up. Gotta get rid of that. Make it look a little better. Make it line up. And we saw this in a video. I think this just looks really cool, where you just walk up and you have like a ramp that leads to 2 stories. So yeah, that's our housing situation. Behind our resident services, this is where we're gonna put a ramp, and this is where it's gonna be a bridge. I gotta get rid of these trees. My wife just planted a bunch of trees, or a bunch of flowers, so that they could grow, and then we can move them around. However, the problem is with the tag back 12 by 12, some of them I know are brand new, others I didn't, so I had to plant them. And I still gotta water them so that they can grow over the next few days. For the mums, we have the green ones, so I'm not too worried, but I just placed them here so I can fill up the space and stick to the scenario that was designed by them for 12 by 12. This is just a zoning, so you have zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, and then zone 4. Zone 4 is almost identical to zone 1, where it's all from seed. I think there's one spot in zone 4, which are here, which is orange roses, which we don't have, but you can get those from an island, which I think the other rose situation is supposed to create those if you can't find them. And then this is where you move your first set of hybrids, and then you from the zone 1 and zone 4, and then you move them into zone 2. They create another hybrids, which is usually the purples, and you move those in zone 3. Once you have those, you can move those away. You can leave that farm the way it is, or you can start your cloning process, which will turn into a different garden. And as soon as I get to that point, we will probably give you an update. Periodically, I'll probably do a bi-weekly update of the changing that we've done. So yeah, that's that.
A few moments later.
Now onwards to my house in the back of it. That is very creepy, Boomer. What are you doing? Why are you staring at the cherries? Alright. Anyway, so this is my house. This is gonna be the entrance to the backyard. Ignore the flowers. I had to make backspace. I've been moving flowers for the last 2 hours. I did my live stream this morning. If you're not watching, watch it. And so the tree is gonna disappear. It's probably gonna be a fountain. And this is going to be a walking path. I haven't decided what I'm going to do. I probably will put hedges around the edge. This is going to be the spot for stargazing. I'm either going to leave the hedges here, or I was debating on planting my house there, but I don't think I will. This needs to be trimmed off so it's nice and open. And then this is going to be more flowers. Probably statues that are going to be right here in the middle, like big statues that you can get from Red. And so I'm going to leave the flowers here, so again they have more chances to grow and to come up with interesting designs. And then I have this whole bigger space here. This is probably going to be a little boardwalk situation where I will have like a swing table or a swing chair or something with a table, so it looks cool. So yeah, that's our update for now. Hopefully I will have more in the near future. As always, stay hydrated. And peace. Bye.